From Edinburgh is Labour's deputy leader in Scotland, Jackie Bailie, who also sits on the Scottish parliamentary inquiry that will report tomorrow. Do you accept the results of this inquiry, that Nicola Sturgeon did not break the ministerial code?
Well, I acknowledge the findings of the report that James Hamilton drew up, but, you know, I don't think there are any winners from today.
Do you accept the findings? There's a difference between acknowledging and accepting.
Well, he makes some interesting observations as well, which haven't been fully explored. So, for example, he makes clear in his report that the meeting attended on the 2nd of April wasn't a party meeting, as the First Minister said. It was, in fact, a government meeting. He found the claim that one of her officials leaked the name of one of the complainants actually was a credible claim.
And he clears her on all counts. Do you accept the findings of the inquiry?
I genuinely acknowledge them, but of course tomorrow...
No. Do you accept them?
Well, look, whether I accept or acknowledge, you know, we're in the same territory. I'm not going to second guess what James Hamilton...
Well, then just say you accept them.
But what I am saying to you, is that there is a committee inquiry that reports tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, you know,
yes.
What we...
But that's been leaked, hasn't it? So did you leak it?
No, absolutely not, you know.
Do you know who did?
The whole process of the committee inquiry very seriously. I think the committee is looking at a whole range of different issues, everything from the policy itself, complaints handling, the judicial review and the cost of it, alongside the ministerial code. And the committee will publish its report tomorrow. And I think what Parliament needs to do is consider not just the ministerial code, but also the committee report and come to a conclusion. But as I said to you earlier, I don't think there's any winners in this, because I think public trust in our institutions has been deeply damaged. And a lot of people...
And in members of the Scottish Parliament who've been briefing away, leaking a confidential inquiry, briefing the press, making allegations that are then rejected by an official inquiry, and then you won't even accept them. You just keep saying you'll only acknowledge them.
Can I say to you that I'm afraid briefing has gone on with the Scottish Government as well. I don't think it's been particularly clever, but it has been a difficult inquiry. At every turn, we've been obstructed in trying to get evidence from the Scottish Government. Now, at the end of the day, I want us to get to a position where we are restoring trust in our institutions, and frankly, where the two women, civil servants who complained, who are at the heart of all of this, have been badly let down by the Scottish Government.
Nobody disagrees with that. No, I mean, even the SNP leadership agree with that.
Nobody has taken responsibility for it.
No.
We may all agree that that's happened, but not a single person has taken responsibility for this. And that really is very damaging.
Right, no, but just a few days ago, we stood outside the Scottish Parliament and you told me that you thought Nicola Sturgeon had effectively broken the ministerial code over the way she handled the legal case against Alex Salmond. That's been found against. Would you like to apologise to Nicola Sturgeon?
Well, no, because my job as a committee member is to consider all the areas where there is a potential breach. And I would have described it as a potential breach. You know, I do not understand, and I still don't understand, why the judicial review was not conceded on the 31st of October, which is when senior counsel really said that the game was up. And yet it was still pursued right the way into early January at the cost of, you know, several £100,000 to the taxpayer, but also importantly, at a point where the whole process could have been reset and those complaints resubmitted and dealt with properly. I don't understand why they kept going when all their prospects were so poor.
And just in a few seconds, if there is a vote against, of no confidence against Nicola Sturgeon tomorrow, how will you vote?
Well, we're going to wait until the committee reports. We're not going to prejudge. We're not going to prejudge the issue as the Tories have done. You know, the Conservatives brought a motion of no confidence to the Parliament before even James Hamilton had reported, never mind the committee. So we will wait for the committee report tomorrow and then decide what we're going to do.
Jackie Bailie, thank you very much. Now, the Home